Would you like to learn what are the top 10 extremely tiny crypto altcoins with the potential to turn $1,000 into 100,000 if not 1.5 million? I am going to be looking at extremely low crypto altcoins for their multiplier potential in my favourite narratives, which are gaming, AI and meme coins. And most of these you will never have heard of before, and they are extremely degen. So, as usual, nothing I say is to be construed as financial advice. Crypto is largely unregulated and high risk, and people who invest should be prepared to lose all their money. And everything I say to you in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. My name's the Suppoman, your superhero of 100 to 1000x gems. I have found them in the past, present, and I'm going to be finding them in the future. So, if you want to subscribe to content like this that can make you money no matter what the conditions, then what I would implore you to do is quite literally just tap a like on this video. It makes me happy and encourages me to come and make more of these videos every week. Also, if you want to make sure that you never miss a video, press the subscribe button under my face and hit post notifications on for all so you never miss out. Also, if you want to be in the know on what I am buying, then make sure that you take the Cryptocurrency Investment Course 2024, fund your retirement, go to the final lecture, and as well as watching some incredible teaching content on here about cryptocurrencies, which will put you ahead of what most YouTubers will teach you, you can join my Buy Announcements Telegram group for $10, not $50, as you see here, using the link in the description. So before I go any further, let me just share this over to the good people of the Twitterverse. Doing my usual thing of doing it live on stream, just so you can know what a goddamn, I suppose, YouTubing legend I am. I'm able to do this all live as I talk to you and don't have a team like all the other crypto YouTubers. Right, okay, that's done. So, where are we as far as the cryptocurrency landscape is concerned? Well, we have seen Bitcoin hitting $71,000 today. Having said that, we are in potentially very choppy waters as far as the macro picture is concerned. So, job openings data came out today, which shows a contraction in manufacturing. That means that the manufacturing world, which is responsible for a lot of the produce and things that goes out, and a lot of the infrastructure, is actually contracting and struggling. So that means that there is the potential for rate cuts. Now, rate cuts lead to recession, lead to turmoil, and even today there are lots of YouTubers saying, I've sold 90% of my stocks. So, there is certainly some movement going on, and the stock markets seem very, very choppy. Having said that, the crypto markets certainly do not. Now, we are in a situation where we are in the halving year. The halving year is typically the beginning of parabola, right? So let me just show you how that has looked in the past. So these are the last 4 halvings, and we can see what happened after the last 3. So what happened during the halving stage is we have the halving event, sideways action, and then months later a parabola, right? A parabolic move to the upside, basically. Now, all the way back in 2012, it took 3 months after the halving to move into that parabola stage. Before that, it was just going kind of sideways after the halving. The second halving was 5 months. The third halving, 4.5 months. So on average, we could be seeing a 4-month window of sideways action as we move into accumulating for the parabolic move. If this market is going to be following traditional cycles, then we are likely to see the biggest, most violent crypto bull market we have ever seen. And if you are wanting to be in on that, then you need to be taking your positions now. So, we have got a potential parabolic move coming after this sideways action. So now is the time to be making your moves, in my opinion. Now, it could be the case, and in every single time there was a pre-halving, every single halving year, it was always an election year. So, Obama, Trump, Biden, are we going to have Trump this time? Well, my personal belief is, yes, we are, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, the most important thing is that you look at what has been performing, and as I've shown you this countless times before, the most bullish narrative is meme coins. Now, this was taken over Q1 2024. We are now most of the way through Q2 2024. And I can tell you with utter certainty that this meme coin percentage will probably be something more like 13,000%. And everything else will be lower than it is. Because what we had at the beginning of the year is we had gaming that kicked it off at the end of last year. And then we had RWA, AI, some DeepIn and DeFi projects that were doing well in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, meme coins have led the way. It's been beautiful. The amount of money to be made has been incredible. And in my personal opinion, this has put meme coins on the map to stay, well, for this cycle anyway. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is the last bull cycle that's going to be predictable and that you're going to be able to make savage money on. The reason being is because this space is going to be getting regulated. We've got ETFs, we've got ETPs, from Hong Kong, from the UK, from the US. Like, it's really exploding. And what's needed and what actually caters for a safer environment for retail investors from the traditional world is that there's some form of regulation, of compliance, and getting rid of the stuff that can burn you. So this is the last one. So this is the absolutely most important time, in my opinion, to be taking your positions. Because I do think this is going to end. It's probably going to be ending in the next year. We don't know yet. We have to wait for the information to be presented to us. We could have a left-leaning cycle, a left-leaning bull cycle, where actually it's not a year and a half and it's more like 8 months, maybe a year max. And then we've got a recession, which really... This is what I was hoping for to happen in 2023. We'd have a recession. We wouldn't have to worry about it now, but we didn't get it. And now it's hovering over us like a big grey cloud waiting to rain. And we've just got to expect that time. But until that point, the market has followed the traditional bull and bear market cycle 4-year timescale. So at this point, all you can do is really make your moves. So with that in mind, I am now going to be pivoting over to these extremely tiny cryptocurrencies. Now, within this, you are going to see very few over $1 million. Okay, that's just to give you an indication of, basically just how degenerative this stuff is. Okay, so make sure, this is not financial advice, make sure you invest only what you are willing to lose. All right? Now, as I said, it's going to be across my 3 favorite narratives. Now, I do like RWA. I do like DeepIn. And DeepIn kind of feeds a little bit into AI. But these are my major biases. This is where I want to... This is what I believe will be the absolutely most bullish areas in the crypto market. Now, I call this altcoin parabolic summer plays because if 4 months is the likelihood, then it's going to be kind of August, September time is when we are likely to be seeing parabola. Now, in the lead up to parabola, there's typically a little bit of a leg up, and then it goes absolutely crazy. So don't be surprised if it kind of runs away with you. At the same time, don't be surprised if a recession is announced tomorrow. Right, okay, so let's get started. Let's get on with the show. And if I could bother you, because there's 523 of you watching and only 75 likes, if I could bother you to just literally move your hand for just a second and tap that like, I would be very, very appreciative. Right, okay, so let's move on to the show. So in the first gaming cryptocurrency I've got is WASD Studios, or WASD Studios. Now, why do I love this and why am I bringing it up today? Well, because today, right now, it's at the lowest price it has been, well, that I've ever seen it, actually. $405,000 market cap. Now, this is a gaming cryptocurrency, but the sub-narrative is this is the game's developer cryptocurrency. So they presently have 4 games. One is a first-person shooter, a karting game, a drifting game where you drift around and you earn points, you play to earn, and then a beat 'em up. So it's a little bit like Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, that kind of thing. They're indie, degen, cryptocurrency, no VCs, fully diluted, and under 1 million. So what that means is that unlike what you've got with a lot of cryptocurrencies like Heroes of Mavia, Pixels, and a lot of the top games, a lot of the big YouTubers are talking about, they have all got huge unlock schedules. This doesn't suffer from that. This is basically all out, all in. There's nothing to dilute it except other hodlers. Now, the market cap of the leader is 1.4 billion, which is Gala, the cryptocurrency, the biggest games developer in cryptocurrency. Gala, a 1.4 billion market cap. That is a 3,500x to get to where Gala is right now. Now, I'm not saying this is going to do a 3,000x, but if you buy Gala, for instance, which is what most people will probably buy because they're going to be looking, they're not going to know any better, and most of the big YouTubers, well, they talk about like the likes of, the bigger games, Heroes of Mavia, Gala, all that lot. They're just going to buy those, right? And how much are they going to make in gains? Probably 10x, maybe 20x or something like that, if they are lucky. But this shows you the range you can achieve with something like WASD Studios. It's a super, super low market cap. I bought it at higher market cap than this. So literally, you are probably going to be one of the first in the world to buy at this price. Just before I go any further, I have had some super chats, so I don't want to... It's very, very easy for super chats to just get ignored. Sonu Mel, hi! Thank you very much, Sonu, for the little contribution. So what do you think about Ranmuna and Alex Becker? I think that it's front-running a narrative. Ranmuna... Well, we've had Da Vinci Jeremy. He's got a coin on Dex Screener. Obviously, I've got a coin on Dex Screener, and there'll probably be more. And it's not really a narrative yet. Right now, what you've got is Politify Boys Club stuff really kicking off. And, those aren't. But that's potentially front-running a narrative. So, don't be despondent if Ranmuna, Suppoman, Alex Becker, they don't pump right now. Because it's Parabola that is where you need to be having a position. So, if it dumps in that time, buy some, acquire some, whatever. If you believe in it, get it. But what I will say is that, Ranmuna had a chance to talk about Ranmuna, the Crypto Banter had a chance to talk about Ranmuna, and he didn't in yesterday's video, or two videos ago. And then Marco Rodriguez, Super, you are bullish on the Boys Club narrative. You bought your boys at 200k markup, then 400. Yeah. You've done really well, you guys, and I really, hats off to all of you guys, doing really well. So, and thank you. Oh, also thank you very much for $100. Well, I guess that you can almost charter the growth of Boys Club on this, and being on base and being a bullish narrative. I'm in Andy, I'm in Brett as well. They're absolutely soaring. They're at all-time highs right now. So therefore, Boys Club is taken up with the flood. So Marco, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. So you are going to get this. This is what you are quite literally doing on everyone. Haven't done this in a while. Walla, bang! Oh, that's marvellous. Right, okay, so I've brought you WAS Studios. The next one is equally as degen and very, very low in market cap. And I've never brought this one to you before. And this one is Meme Alliance. So Meme Alliance is basically a meme-orientated first-person shooting game. So it's basically Call of Duty with meme coin characters. So Pepe, Shiba, Kabuso, Brett, Andy, all of them, Mog, all the famous meme coins in cryptocurrency turned into characters in this first-person shooter. So if you play something like Bloodloop, or Off the Grid, or even Shrapnel, you are going to be playing against other players, but they're going to look like Call of Duty characters. They're going to look like soldiers, right? It's not necessarily as fun, not necessarily as, I suppose, as relatable in cryptocurrency as Meme Alliance. So what you've got is these meme coin characters in Meme Alliance that you shoot against. So this is presently an $831,000 market cap. for this to get to where Illuvium is. So this is a game. They have got the plans to make more games, but at this point, I class this more as a game than as a games developer. So therefore, Illuvium is its closest competitor, which would be a 470x. Now, why I like Meme Alliance is because A, it's memes and I love memes. Everybody loves memes in cryptocurrency. But it's a first-person shooter, which is the most commercial type of game in cryptocurrency. It's just the easiest to plug and play. It's got memes in it, which everybody can relate to. And they are developing a mobile version as well. So they are kind of unlocking the future of blockchain gaming with mobile gaming. So it's not just going to be purely PC-based. You're going to have it on mobile too, which is the future, ultimately. So those are my two, and like I said, decent multipliers to the upside. Now, if we are going back to one of my favourite charts, is this one. This is showing you literally how savage the gains were in the last bull market. I mean, this one and this one. Actually, this is a better one. All right. So this is showing you that if you were buying at the time of the actual parabola, this is just before parabola. So the halving in 2020 happened in around about May, and then there was a 5-month. There was a kind of 5-month window of sideways action. There was a bit of a DeFi summer, but it was sideways action. And then, 1st of November, it started. The ascendancy for prices started. So if you had have bought at these prices and then sold at the all-time high, which was only 6 months later, you would have made these kinds of gains. 511,000x, 3,900x, 240x, etc., etc. Right? So how you make money versus everybody else is that you kind of get into these before the parabola, all right? And you get into ones that can unlock big gains, and then you're likely to unlock big gains. If we go back again and have a look, then you can see that the ones that were actually truly new, okay, so non-bull exposed, the ones that were truly new and very, very low market cap had the best potential. And if you go down the list, you'll see it's mainly yeses. These weren't already out. Right? So that's why people that have been accumulating coins that are already out at the over the last 3 years are going to be experiencing diminishing returns over those that are new at very, very low market caps. Hence why the importance, I believe, of bringing you coins under $1 million. I mean, these are degen, but that's the nature of it. How do you think I got all these 100x's? It's by taking risks on degen coins. Right, now we're going to move into AI. And the first one that I am bringing you is one I haven't brought you before, and that is OGPU, or Open GPU. So Open GPU is a quite big project that's presently under the radar, but I am seeing whales buying it and accumulating it, but not talking about it yet. So this could be a big gainer. Now, this is probably the biggest market cap of any coin you'll see on here, but really because of the nature of the coin. This is a render rival, okay? A bit like Blender, though that ilk of cryptocurrency is relatively new. And this is a decentralized GPU network. So you are able to utilize this kind of open network for computational power, for GPU power, 5,000 operations per second. 5,000 operations per second. That's a potential mega structure in AI and GPU, right? Now, this is EVM compatible. As I said, whales are buying it, and Render is a direct competitor because it's the same thing, decentralized open GPU network. Now, Render is worth 4 billion, and at this point, OGPU is worth 19 million. That unlocks a potential 210x. So for all these people who are buying Render for a safe 5x, well, if you wanted to take a more dangerous position, this unlocks it for you. Now, at the time of talking, I believe that OGPU is around about $1.10. Now, earlier today, I wish I could have bought you a live stream earlier. This was actually 73 cents. So I'm waiting. I missed that opportunity. And I didn't even buy any when it was at 92 cents when I saw it. I was thinking, it could go down. But it only keeps going up. But I think this is a potentially really huge project. actually. And I know of one particular very influential person that has bought a big bag of this. And you can almost rely that when an influential YouTuber has bought a big bag of something, that they are going to be shilling it. Particularly if they are a YouTuber that only shills what they've bought. That should give it away! Right, hold on. Couple more super chats. Buy CCB on Solana. Come ride with Colin Cowboys and Wild Rest of Crypto are up 70%. Oh, well done you. Kuralik found on Colin Solana with ridiculously small market cap, which follows Trump's hair narrative. Website looks great. Could you please check it? Name Trump's hair and the ticker is hair. Well, it's the same then, right? Is this the fucking same one? Pretty much. Hey, Suppo, what are your thoughts on Tank? Oh, it's Donald the Tank Engine. Donald the Tank Engine. That's hilarious. I don't know it. Remind me at the end. I will remember in my head, but just remind me at the end, and it will trigger me to look at the time. But thank you very much, Critic, for 10 BYN, and thank you very much, Johnny B, for $6.99 Canadian dollars, I want to say. Right, okay. So, next up, we have got Genbox. Now, this is another one I are quite annoyed by, if I'm honest with you, because I've had an opportunity to buy this at 900k market cap like a week ago. But I was like, oh, I'm going to wait. And it's, you know what? It's just told me to fuck off, basically, because it's now 2.4 million. Right, so it's what, 2.5x from that point. You snooze, you lose. So I'm not even in it, but I think this one is potentially really powerful. I love this one. So Genbox is a way of generating landscapes for games. It's insane. When somebody super chatted me and said, look at Genbox, I was like, as I usually do, looking quite dismissively at it. And then I saw that you can essentially create game worlds, whole maps, for a Fortnite clone, for a game, for another first-person shooter, for a fighting game. You can create basically whole landscapes in seconds. It's incredible. It's a really, in my opinion, super powerful project. And this was previously already at 2.5 million, went down to 900k, has gone back up to 2.5 million. So this one is being watched. This one has definitely got a lot of potential. It's an AI-based cryptocurrency because it's using AI to generate these fields. And again, it's a bit like Render in the sense that it's generative technology. All right? In the AI field. So, from current market cap of 2.4 million, this would be a 1600x. Delete that. This would be a 1600x. And I honestly do think that Genbox is quite insane looking. Let me have oh Jesus. Oh Jesus, it's gone up even more now. So Genbox, what a beauty, honestly. It's actually, if it loads up properly, it's actually quite an incredible technology. Okay, so you can see demonstrably how it works, right? Which is that as there's a bot that works for you. You give it a prompt. What do you want? So here it says generate an ancient walled Japanese garden with a small bridge entrance. Blah 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 blah. And look, you've got something for a fighting game there. So if you've got something that's based in, it's like if you ever watch something like Striking Vipers on Black Mirror, right, where you've got really cool 3D generative, like the Japanese world kind of thing. That's the kind of thing you can create with this. I think it's absolutely insane, to be honest, and I think it's just got incredible potential. Let's have a look at and see how Meme Alliance is doing. Oh well, there we are. God candled up, and I didn't even buy any. Right, okay, so there we are. So again, another really good extremely low value market cap. Right, now we're about to go into my favourite bit. All right, so just before I do that, let me have a look and see any more questions. Super, any hope for Zen? Not everything moves up equally, right? And something that Zen is, if anything, is it's simple DeFi. So as you can see here, DeFi is actually the fourth most profitable narrative. Now, yes, meme coins are definitely right now the flavour But DeFi, when it does have a return, let's say there's a DeFi season, then yes, something like Zen could do very, very well. And if we have a look at Zen right now is like totally bottomed. Like, it's like at what point? Look, there's actually a 1 now. Right, a couple of days ago it was like 1.8, but now something I do know is like one of my friends who is a big Zen promoter and big Zen fan has actually sold a lot of his Zen. So, it doesn't paint the greatest picture. But having said that, this can make a comeback. If I remember back at, back when the whole USDC problems were going on, this Zen 10x'd kind of in a few days. It 10x'd. Look, it went from 6 zeros 8 to 5 zeros 8. So there we are, 10x'd in pretty much like a few weeks. So it can happen. You just, with crypto, nothing's designed to be easy. Everything's a smokescreen. Everything kind of makes you think something's dead or something's really popular. And you just have to see beyond that and take a risk sometimes. So, is Zen dead? It might be. I certainly I'm not interested in it. But that doesn't mean that it's dead. It could do really well. MGPU, I found at 5 million, Gen AI at 300k. Nice one, Sonu Mal. Where were you with your super chats then, eh? Right, okay. Meme coins. Before I get on to meme coins, let's give a little bit of context. So, meme coins are absolutely soaring right now, to the extent that the Phantom wallet is one of the most popular wallets. It's one of the most popular apps on the App Store. It is one of the most popular. It's more popular than Facebook on Google, and it's one of the top Apple App Store App Store apps. And we haven't even reached the parabola stage yet. Look, we're still in sideways. Like, think of how it will be during this phase. Like, I mean, it says two things. It says maybe that memes are kind of overheated because when you are in, when you're seeing the end of a bull market, typically it's when Binance is top of the App Store and Coinbase is as well. So, sometimes it's a bit worrying when you actually see that, something is actually super, super popular, right? Because you kind of think, okay, this might be the end. And, if we are going to be seeing a bit of a correction in the markets in June as a result of, kind of what's happening in Wall Street, then, we could actually be seeing this as a bit of a topping signal. But in my personal opinion, you can make money constantly with meme coins, constantly. Like, the greed never ends. Whereas with other categories of cryptocurrency, the greed does end. The rotation happens, and then that narrative gets essentially benched for about 3 to 6 or maybe even a year. With memes, it's just a constant flow of attention. And every YouTuber that has balls and is a degen loves it. So memes at the moment is just absolutely, it's just ridiculous. And Donald Trump, his meme coin soaring, his meme coins soaring in his portfolio has now allowed him to have a $14 million portfolio in cryptocurrency. That is showing you that your meme coins are just absolutely crushing it right now, more than anything else. And, even if we look at what I talked about in the last video. So Trump's hair went from 11k to 155k. That was a 14x. Donald Trump went from 150k to eventually 3 million, which was therefore a 20x. It might have gone even a little bit more than that. Rishi Sunak did a 10x subsequently. So it did 33k to 250k as of the time of posting, which was like 2 days later. But it subsequently went to 10x. So meme coins are just a constant flow of money-making opportunities. And if you're watching crypto YouTubers right now, a lot of them are saying, you have 9 months to get it right. You have 9 months or it's all over, right? With meme coins, it doesn't matter about fucking 9 months, buying now, waiting 9 months for it to mature. You can pretty much get that maturity in like an hour, right? In like an hour. So meme coins, they are just absolutely beautiful assets in my personal opinion. And Politify is still amongst the top. But I'm going to be talking to you about other types of meme coin here as well. So let's now move on to my favorite segment, the meme coins. So I'm going to start from highest market cap to lowest market cap, all right? And this is going to be at the time that I was compiling this data, so it may or may not be right now, because people may have seen the thumbnail, I don't know. But anyway, the first meme coin and highest market cap is this one, Met4, or Matt Fury, basically. So this is like a Donald Trump-esque derivative of the name. So instead of just calling him Matt Fury, which, you know, he might have a problem with and sue the meme coin creators, right? You just create a kind of derivative name, like a changed name. So Doland Trump instead of Donald Trump, and then Met Fury for Matt Fury. So Matt Fury is a boys club narrative, basically. So he created Pepe, Brett, Andy, the boys club in its entirety. And basically he is a cult icon in cryptocurrency. Now, this did come out on the ETH chain, and it did quite well. And now it is on Solana. This is what it's on, Solana. So this is obviously, it's never going to achieve what Pepe did, right? Because Pepe, it's like a very, very shortened name. It's a very, very relatable meme. You know, Donald Trump used it in his presidential elections in 2016. So like it's like a folklore meme, right? It's never going to achieve 6 billion. So it won't ever go 80,000x, but we're looking at a cult icon that's very recognizable. He is the guy that created the characters that are doing well, not only on Base, but on all chains. You know, the Boys Club's doing well on Base. You know, you've got Landwolf on AVAX doing quite well. You've got Bird Dog on Solana doing exceptionally well. You've got Brett and Andy doing super well on Base. And then you've got Pepe, which is out there at 6 billion market cap. So this guy is an icon in meme culture, meme folklore, and everybody kind of knows his name. So, as I said, kind of the reasons why is because everybody will know him as the guy who created Brett, the Boys Club. Pepe and Brett. Pepe very recently hit a new all-time high. Brett has hit a new all-time high, I think even today. And yeah, Andy has as well, the whole Boys Club, and this is a very low market cap compared to those. So, yeah, even compared to Andy, which is probably the lowest market cap at, what, 39 million? You know, this has got so much room to the upside potentially, as long as, you know, the kind of community kind of stay with it. I think this is a decent meme. Very decent meme. The next one that we have got is UK Coin. I really like this one because this is part of a new narrative in cryptocurrency called NationFi. Now, this means that you are essentially buying the coin of the country you represent. So it's kind of like a show of support. Now, the USA coin has shot out to 51 million market cap, and this one's a mere 72k. So I have personally bought UK coin because I live in the UK, and you know, we've got the Olympics, we've got the Euros coming up. So this is a way of, well, NationFi is probably going to be kicking off during, you know, those types of events, and it could be anything, you know, World Cups, any kind of sporting or, you know, worldwide competition events. You know, NationFi is a very, very good potential narrative there. So I've bought UK coin because compared to USA coin, this is 713x cheaper, and it's like for like. Yes, USA has a significantly bigger population, and are pretty much world leaders in sport and all kinds of performances. So naturally, this would go to a huge market cap. But UK coin at 72k, that to me is extremely low. Now, I bought UK coin about 2 weeks ago, and it was around about 166k market cap then. So right now, it's like half the price. And, you know, the reason why I think this can do well is because we've got the Olympics coming up very, very shortly. We've got the Euros coming up. And, you know, NationFi has not even kicked off as a kind of narrative yet. So I believe that this one could pop off because this is the lowest cap. Because I've looked at all the other countries, and they're all too high. All too high. UK coin is the only one that's cheap at this point. And as you can see, 713x cheap. So if you're in the UK, this is kind of the coin for you, basically. Next up, we got a real good one. So, you'll remember that last week I talked about Rishi Munak. Now, Rishi Sunak is a politify figure. So it's named after Rishi Sunak, who is the current Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party, which is the current party in power. Now, there's going to be a snap election on the 4th of July, which is basically the equivalent of the US elections at the end of this year. So it's going to be a big event in the UK. Now, as a result of that, Rishi Sunak did a 10x from the point at which I brought it to you last week. And it had already probably done a 10x before that. So the next one is basically a little bit the same as Trump versus Biden. Okay? Or should I say Trump versus Bowden. Right? So we've had Rishi Sunak. Now we have got Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer. So this is named after Keir Starmer, who is the leader of the Labour Party. And the Labour Party is very likely, unfortunately, very likely to be the party in power in the next couple of months. Because the Conservatives have made a hash job of it, particularly with COVID and Boris Johnson and, also with Liz Truss. They've made a hash of it. So now everybody is wanting change. And Keir Starmer is the current Labour leader. And he is like the Joe Biden. So where we've got Rishi Sunak, who's kind of like the Donald Trump, we have got Keir Starmer, who is basically a Joe Biden. So this is a politify figure. The UK elections is what makes it relevant. And also it's Pride Month presently. So we saw quite a lot of Pride-based cryptocurrencies. So Keir Starmer is both politify and appeals to Pride. And it's actually a funny name, to be honest. Particularly if you're not really a Keir Starmer supporter. And I'm not. He's probably the worst leader of the Labour Party that they've had. And I personally was a big fan of Jeremy Corbyn. If you're not from the UK, you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so I'll shut up now. So anyway, so this is 62k in market cap. Now, Trump is the leader here, 120 million. That is a 2,000x. Now again, none of this is like, this is going to 2,000, it's going to 80,000. None of this is saying that, but it's saying that if you wanted to go for Trump has got much more significantly less returns available than something like Keir Starmer, right? Now, according to polls, he's likely to be the next Prime Minister. So if there's a meme coin that represents him in a kind of funny way, and also, it's that derivative thing, it's like Dolan Trump. It's not saying that. If it was just Keir Starmer, that would be pretty shit. But it's actually making like a joke of it, as you do in memes, right? And he is likely to be, actually, at this point, the next Prime Minister. So, he is in the top 2 UK political figures. So, if you're going to be looking for Rishi Sunak II, then this is it, basically. It's Rishi Sunak versus Keir Starmer. Fucking insane, to be fair. Right. Next up, I absolutely love Donald Trump. All right? So, this is one for you. Next one we have got is Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr., who was actually famous in The Apprentice, is the direct heir to Trump. And he has got himself a politify meme coin. The website's great. It basically appeals to both Trump supporters and the politify movement as a whole. 61k market cap. It's fucking tiny. Now, what is the competitors? So there's a smaller one, Barron Trump, which is like Donald Trump's 7-foot tall son. That's at 4 million. That's a 65x just to get to Barron. But is it 65x? But anyway, MAGA, or MAGA, as my son says I should say it, MAGA is 148 million. So that actually is a 2,500x. He's the son of Donald Trump. Famous in The Apprentice. Everybody knows Trump Jr. Melania has got a $40 million meme coin. 40 million. And Trump Jr. is, just as kind of, not maybe as famous as Melania, Donald's wife, but still, political figure nonetheless and very, very well known. So I think that this one, again, like Trump and other Donald Trump coins, this one could surge. This one could do very, very well. Again, it's on Solana. Very, very cheap, easy. And, potentially really, really large multipliers to be unlocked. I really like this. I like Trump Jr. and a very, very well designed website. Another one for you Trump fans, right? Now, you all know I only like small meme coins. So if you're saying Trump Mania, then just do one, to be honest. Because, I don't go after coins that are in the millions, if not tens or hundreds of millions. Unless I'm looking to take a long-term position, I truly believe in it. Like Pepe. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold the phone a sec. This is a bribe. 2 fucks is the new convex fork on the pulse chain. Live now. Get 2.5x yield. I love you. Fast Abdul, thank you very much for the 1 million, whatever currency that is. I apologise for my, what's it called? I apologise for my ignorance on the currencies, how they're expressed on YouTube. But thank you very much for that. And I'll have a look at that afterwards. 2 fucks. Anyway, so I've given you Trump Jr. Now I am going to give you one of the most memeable things about Donald Trump. It's going to be huge. Huge. Suppoman is going to be huge in the meme coin, in crypto generally. And you should vote for him as your president. I can't do Donald Trump, sorry, that was shit. Anyway, so huge, politify. It is his most memed expression. Huge, everybody knows that that's from Donald Trump. Right? It's a 54k market cap. Now, huge is his most memed expression, and making America great again is his most memed phrase on his cap, right? So it's almost a like-for-like competitor, right? So huge is 54k market cap. MAGA is 148 million. That's a 2,800x potential to get to where MAGA is, all right? Again, I'm not saying it's going to achieve that, but it gives a lot of room to the upside. It's huge! And it looks great as well. It looks great. I'm just realizing that in a lot of these cases, I'm not actually showing you how it looks. So hold on a minute. Hold the phone. So let me show you. Huge. It's going to be huge. Fucking love it. Look. Huge. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that for a website. You do not see cryptocurrencies with less than 100k market cap with a website like this. This is sexual. This is sexy. They're active, etc., etc. Let's have a look at Trump Jr. This one hasn't even really gone up that much. And look at this one. Look at that. Beautiful. Make America and meme coins great again. Really good website. 0 tax to buy. All the colours, all the theme of Donald Trump websites. Super insane in my personal opinion. Let's have a look at the future leader of the Labour Party, Keir Starmer. They haven't got a website, admittedly, but they are very active on Twitter. So I anticipate that they're going to, continue to make more of a rivalry, make more noise on Twitter. And then Matt Fury, we've already seen. So there we are. So those... Oh, hold on. Let me have a look at UK coin as well. Binance coin, SHT coin. So UK coin. So yeah, look, here we are. This is what it looks like. I'm sure they have a website. There we are. They have got a website. There we are. Make UK great again! Get in there! Get in there! Look! It's so cultural. It's so British. Blooming like land of hope and glory. And then you've got Boris Johnson, who is arguably one of the UK's most famous prime ministers. So really, you can't really get more UK than UK coin. Right, the final one, people. The final one. This is tiny. This is a tiny one. I've not heard that before. Ha! Anyway. Right, so... Last one is a potential mega mix belter powerhouse hit. And that is Punk with Hat. So Punk has actually exploded to be one of the most talked about meme coins. With is also one of the biggest meme coins as well. It's gonna be battling Shiba. Probably not Doge, but definitely battling Shiba. And this combines the two keywords perfectly together. Punk with Hat, 24k market cap. This one could unlock 10,000 to 150,000x based on where their respective namesakes have gotten to. So Punk is 249 million. So that's 10,000x from Punk with Hat. And Whiff is 3.45 billion, which is 150,000x. Two big meme sub-narratives. So Punk and Whiff, they almost... you've got a ton of Punk coins. You've got a ton of Whiff Hat. You've got Whiff Marga, Trump Whiff, Whiff whatever. There's loads of whiffs. And there we are. We got Punk with Hat. There we are. A tiny little market cap. So look at the potential to the upside. 24k. Now they've got up-to-date Twitter, up-to-date Telegram, and website. It's all the boxes are ticked. They're current and they're live. There's not a huge amount of liquidity. Obviously that will change as more and more people buy it. But look at that. I mean, that is literally... I didn't get Pog. I didn't get Whiff. But this is the one to get if you'd got neither of them, basically. Not financial advice. This has the potential biggest multiplier unlock. Potential. So, there we are, people. There are your coinage. Be interesting to see what you think. Let me just actually get to Punk, Whiff. Punk Whiff. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So let's look. Look at it. There we go. Website. Beautiful. Simple. Exactly what you want. Simple. Punk with Hat. There's nothing more than that. Now, I would put this under the commerciality test, right? So, if I was to go out into public and I'd say to the random person on the street, what would you prefer? This kind of this coin, which is a monkey with a hat, or would you prefer Ethereum? Probably 90% of people will say this one because they'll be like, "This is cool, this is fun." What the fuck's Ethereum? What's a smart contract? What's proof of stake? Or what's this? What's that? Blah. What's a fucking blockchain? Whereas this is just like, it's just simple. So this test, that is the ultimate test. When people say, "So what do you think of this meme coin? What do you think of that meme coin?" I think about, if I was to show this to a random person on the street, Bitcoin or this, what would they choose? They've probably heard of Bitcoin, but if something looks relatable, they'll choose it, right? And Whiff, when somebody did an experiment of the of Whiff, Dog with Hat, on the public with Ethereum and Dog with Hat, 10 out of 10 people said they'd get Whiff, not Ethereum. So there we are. That is basically why that's the test that I apply. So with that in mind, people, let's have a look and see what you guys have got to say while I get up Dick Screener. And see what your questiones are. T-Mania and Slurf undervalued blue chip gems. I don't think Slurf is, but T-Mania I also don't really think is either. It's kind of just like it got shilled on crypto banter and, you know, it's not actually that great, in my opinion. It's not that great. So, you know, think what you like. I think it's there's a lot of Trump coins, and I'd rather go with something that is a tiny market cap than go with something like this, which is high risk, and you could be buying at the top. I mean, look, it's down 22%. You know, people who would have bought the top yesterday, dead. They're dead now. Brett Cat on base. Ticker Bolt. Bolt. Chechnya. Brett's cat. 714k market cap. It's already gone. Not interested. Not interested. But thank you very much for the £10. Dirty TV. Check out CC. Oh, that was 2 fucks, wasn't it? 2 fucks. 9.6 million market cap. No website. A governance token on Pulse Chain. Does anybody care about Pulse Chain anymore? I mean, it's kind of died, doesn't it? Let's face it. Yeah, there's no websites or anything for me to check. He's my toy boy. Right, okay. We give more fucks, unlocking higher yields, yada yada yada. There we are. That is it. So basically, it's yield farming or DeFi, basically. If one was interested in that, which I'm personally not. So there we are. There we are, Marble Arch, as I would say. Oh, what a monster! Hey, it's something I always hit. No jokes. Anyway, Gembox. I've already talked about that. Jesus, watch the stream before you make a comment. Could you check Flipcat coin? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I like that. It's not this one. Is it this one? Whoa. Whoa. If you're quick, 4.7k market cap. Now look at this. If it's still live, game loading, mouse and keyboard recommended. So basically what this game is, yeah, got it.
To introduce you to the world of Flipcat.
Yeah, very good.
It will be a difficult journey. And you will.
So basically, you've got this. I did look at this. I can't believe the current price of it. And so you flip it. Look.
Good luck.
I think it's pretty cool, personally. Look at that. A 3k market cap. Oh look, it's Sheba. Oh. Yeah, that. If you're quick, I think this is decent. You know, probably a little bit better than the other Flipcat. There we are. God candles up as we talk about it. All right, no need to go on about it. 334k. Yeah, you know, this is the one. You know, basically flips the bird. Whereas this, but look at this. Look at that, 3x just like that. You're not gonna get that with, you know, Immutable X and Beam and all that stuff. You're not gonna get that immediately. Look at that, 14k, just like that. RKO. Ding 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 ding. Right. Okay. Anything else? What did I forget? Somebody said something earlier. And I can't bring up my super chats now, so. GPU bot. Right, okay, we got some more super chats. Cool. Coolidge. GPU bot. 972k. Let's have a Gand. Right, Gand. Rent GPUs and nodes through Telegram. These are cool. I like these GPU, you know, kind of projects. If I just show you Open GPU, the one I brought you a little bit ago, look. So they've already got actually a meme coin that's been launched on their platform, which you can get with like OGPU. Well, you can get with OGPU DEX basically. So they've launched a meme coin, and there's just so many things. The scalability is excellent. Multi-layered architecture, EVM compatibility. Like I said, 5,000 transaction or operations per second. You can essentially lend your idle GPU resources and monetize it. So it's just a kind of holistic overall open GPU network. It's very low market cap, you know, considering, you know, where the likes of look, it's only 121 right now. Where when you consider the likes of Node AI is 114 million, and this one is, you know, significantly less, 25 million now. But I do like these, but you do have to kind of, you know, it's not that easy standing out really. Can you check if there's a good entry on the Donald Trump coin from last week? Is it even? That's the one, isn't it? That's a beauty. This one is a fucking beauty. When I brought it to you last week, it was about it was about 300. I want to say no, 100. Was it 150? I can't even remember. But yeah, this one is still obviously like I said it would, because if you search Donald Trump, it's the first thing that comes up. Therefore, it's got that kind of keyword search benefit. So I'd say if you're looking to get into it, I would kind of eye a move around about this area here, so maybe 500k. That's what I would probably do. A lot of deleted messages, good to see. Kind of like that, because sometimes just get the same old shit. Dan, what was your message? Just tell me. A GPU bot is running node burning supply. Oh yeah, that's another good thing to talk about. Oh, by the by, Andy. Now, Andy, it is at all-time high at the moment, but I personally think that Andy this has got a long way to go, in my opinion. I think that Andy is like a $3 coin, right? It's presently 4 cents. This is a $3 coin, in my opinion. Now, Andy has got a major reveal coming up. Big event, major reveal coming up. So this is something that you should know about. So you can't say Suppo, you never said anything, and you're Andy's biggest supporter. So yeah, so they've got some big things coming up. Yeah, this is only the beginning for Base. Like where Andy is right now is a kind of testament to the Base blockchain and what's going to be happening on Base. Like there's going to be just a ginormous wave of new investors. So if you think that kind of Phantom doing well is huge for Solana, we haven't even got that Base momentum coming with the Coinbase wallet, the smart wallet, and you're going to see Andy and Brett doing really well. Hence why I brought you Andy when it was now it's 40 million market cap. I brought you Andy when it was 2 million. Brett was also another one. I said when it was going through its FUD, I got 2.5 cents. In my mastermind group, I put it, and look at that. It's like 4x from there, and I believe from that point it's kind of like got 50x potential from the 2.5. Bird Dog on Solana update. You called it before. More people are talking about it. Yeah, I mean, to me, Bird Dog is actually a very minor character, but look at that. Bird Dog. Chechnya. God, what the fuck did this get to? 5 cents! Holy mother of God! That's a fucking mega! That's a mega from... Oh my God, that's just ginormous. Right, okay. And I've heard that one before. Not. Anyway. Where was I? What was I doing? Yeah, I was here, wasn't I? Bird Dog, yeah. So Bird Dog, I kind of like Bird Dog. Bird Dog does belong on the Solana chain. And my main man Crypto Gains spoke about it recently, and I'm thankful to that because I got in at like 3. I got in like, well, I got in ages ago. I got in like down here, I want to say. Yeah, so I got in at like 0.003. It's going up. Yeah, I'm not hugely bullish on Bird Dog because kind of it's a bit like Landwolf. It's not like really, it's not an incredible, it's not like one of the main characters, but it's still 5 characters, so it's not got much to compete with in terms of money flow. And Bird Dog, I think that the only one that exists is actually the one on Solana, so it's kind of absorbing all of that money flow. Whereas Brett is on every chain, Pepe's on every chain, Andy's on every chain, and yet Bird Dog kind of absorbs, just by being on Solana, all the kind of people that are interested in the Bird Dog symbol. So that's why it's doing well, and why I never sold any. Bamaga looks good. Let me have a look at that one then. Bamaga. I did see a Marga earlier. Oh, this is the one I saw earlier. Braga. I was actually going to invest in this, but it was too high at the time. When it was 70k market, it was probably pretty good. But this is basically Brett Marga. Well, I thought it was brilliant. I thought this was fucking excellent. So this is good. I don't know what B Marga is. Is that what this is? No, that's B. That's Braga. B Marga. Baron with Marga. Oh, nice. 76k with 30k liquidity. That's not bad at all. Baron with Marga. Nice. Because I saw that there was Son of Trump. And this one looks like a kind of lower cap. Because if you just go to Baron's 3.8 mil. And this one is 76k. It's much better, really, for gains. Much better. Did you buy any more GPU? No, I did not. Oh, yeah, that was what I was going to say. So, Suppoman. Guys, these guys are constantly... I don't know, people sell off in these streams. They're such dickheads, honestly. I'm so happy that they do this. Because they are just going to have their asses handed to them at one point. But anyway, look. If you go on their Twitter, they are constantly making burns. Look at that. 988 million burn of tokens there. So this is just going to get more and more scarce. So this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I think I'm going to make a quite big purchase of this at some point. Like a kind of, probably absorb quite a lot of the liquidity. But yeah, that's for me to know. Right, okay. I think that's it. Is that it? Don't really see much in the way of anybody with super chats or anything. Oh yeah, CCB. Somebody said CCB. Cowboys something or other. Coin Cowboys, is it? Mother made a pass at you. Right, okay. Right. Seems decent in terms of what they have done for the brand. Okay, so it's an animated picture. I like it. But this has no real recognition. That's the thing. But I mean, it doesn't really matter at 18k, does it? It really doesn't matter. But I'm just saying that there's no real recognition. Like, who is this? Like, no one's gonna know what this is. And it's not cute. It's not funny. It's just kind of something. You know, it doesn't really appeal to anything. So that's it. That's probably what it boils down to. Why I wouldn't be interested in something like that. Cock. I thought for a minute somebody was calling me that. Right, okay, let's have a look at Cock then. So Cock the cat is apparently same deployer as Whiff. First cat coin on Solana, created in November, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, cool. 15 mil. I mean, what's the point? You know, come on. Why put this shit in my way? Like, tell me it down here. You know, 3 days later, it's boomed. But there's no point, you know. Shout out high on Sol. I'll have one more look. As long as there's super chats, I'll look. But if there's not, I won't bother. Higher on Sol. And the pronouns are higher. That sounds stupid. No website. Oh, there is a website. Click here to enter higher. Whoever made this has got good website skills. I just don't really get it. My pronouns are... Oh, okay. I get it now. So my people normally say my pronouns are he, her, that shit. And this is like, my pronouns are hi, It's pretty clever, but at the same time, you kind of have to be intelligent to get it. So maybe it won't do so well, but who knows. What about LSW, Lego Star Wars? By the way, I want to congratulate the Let's Fucking Go team for getting featured by Crypto Banter, and they've absolutely rocketed. I don't really care. Yeah, I was gonna get into this at 4 million market cap. I would have made a 7x, but I make better X's with smaller coins, so I'm not feeling that bad about it. But I'm very happy for them. I think they did very well. Lego Soul Wars. Oh, this. It's a bit of shit, isn't it? I mean, I like Star Wars. I think that's quite cool. Whatever it's called. Star Wars. It's fucking coming up. Bad indexing there. Look at Solana. No, Solana. I've looked at Solana millions of times. Pile of shit. Right, people. I think that is it. How long have I been on now? 1 hour 4. Don't really want to be on, kind of much longer. So let me just do a final check. What does the bubble map look like? The token stuff score. What does the contract look like? What's all these meme coins you're displaying? Just look for yourself. I don't need to go through everything. I don't think I've missed anything. Right, okay, that's it then, people. So, if you could signify, thank you very much, Adiolu Ajibadi. Thank you very much for your little £2. So, if you could do me a quite literal solid and just tap the like on your way out, I would be very, very grateful. And people, thank you for joining another session with a Suppoman. With some more meme coins, absolutely fucking caning it. Get in there, mofos. So, till next time, people, I love you. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you like. And I'll see you next time. It is lights out, all out. Monster time.